Hello, good day. So today I'm going to take you through how to add hospital charges to the Medgate system. So before you start charging your clients or charging your patients who actually come to the hospital, you might want to first of all enter all the various charges that your hospital charges patient for. So I believe that before you start charging your patient, you should have a list of all the various I can say charges that you want to charge your patient. So once you have them already on a list, what you need to do is you need to head over to the setup and you're going to move over to hospital charges. So when you get over to hospital charges, there are on the left side here, we have different types of charges. So you might want to first of all begin by um, putting maybe the various units. So like for example, you might want to enter the various units types, like for example, milliliters, liters, and and day, hour, insurance, gram, and mg. So there are more. You could add different types of unit by just entering maybe the type of unit here. Maybe it could be kilograms and all stuff, but at the moment these are the default ones. So you're going to enter the ones that probably are mostly used in your hospital. And if you have anyone that maybe you didn't actually enter it properly, you could just click on edit here and then you can edit that. If not, then what you need to do is maybe if you want to delete some, you can click on the X sign here, you can delete it. Remember, on most pages, you will find these icons listed here, which helps you to be able to download the items that that are actually on the list. So the next thing that you want to enter is your tax category. So there could be different taxes that are supported in your country, like for example, the VAT, and you could also have um, maybe whichever tax that maybe your government charges to the consumers or to the patient, you could add it here. As for this one, you could also have tax that maybe you tax maybe your suppliers or whatsoever. Yeah, but you could list all the various taxes on the platform, and you could actually delete the ones that probably are not needful. If you get the system. Another thing that you might possibly want to do, it's remember I start all the way from down here by adding the unit type, then the tax type, then the charge type. So here, this is where we have the charge type list. So if you add maybe a charge, like for example, we have here the appointment charge, and this charge is collected for appointments and maybe at the level of blood bank or maybe ambulance cases or whatsoever. So you could determine where this charge can be viewed. Yeah, can it be viewed for OPD or IPD or whatsoever. So this is where you tick that. So so if I click on this and if I go to the OPD record, I'll be able to see this. I'll be able to see the appointment uh, charge type show up there. Then we have here the IPD charge type list, and then we have radiology. So these are the various sources through which um, someone can be charged in the hospital. So you could add more charge type and you could put it maybe under a particular model. So that said, um, if your hospital has another charge type that probably has not been listed here, then you can do that by just adding it. If maybe you're confused, you could actually reach out to customer support through the registered number that was sent to you. Then we can get back to you to help you with that. Another thing that probably you want to do is to set up the charge category. So there could be different sources of charge category that you could have. Like for example, the few listed here for consultation, we have here an example of consulting after work hours and during work hours. They could have different charge type and all of that. And for you to be able to do that, for you to add a different charge type, as you can see, there are lots and lots of other charge type, and you could go on and on to add as many as possible charge type that your hospital supports. So in that case, if you want to do that, all you need to do is to head over here, select the department, or I can say the charge type. So if you select that, you put the name, and then you can add a description. So once you do that, then you can click on the save button and that will be saved automatically. And once that is put in place, you might want to see the charges. So here, this is where you actually add the charges. So to add the charges, you click on add charge, you select the charge type for appointment, you select the category, whether it's appointment charge or appointment during work hours or appointment after working hours. And then it's if you could select also the maybe um, an hour or maybe appointment in a day, and then the charge name. So you might want to add a name to this charge, and you could select maybe the category. For example, I just select VAT here, and VAT comes here at 20%. And if this person has if they have a third-party insurance, you might want to also uh, maybe the third-party insurance uh, might uh, might be required to reduce the cost for the for appointment purposes. And then the standard charge, you need to enter that here. Like how much do you charge for this? So you could enter the amount, and then you could add a small description to that. And if that is the case, then you could just click on save, and that is it. You've added a charge. So when a patient, when you want to add this charge to a patient's record, or to a patient's bill, you'll be able to see all the various charges based on based on the various cases that patient probably could be going through at any point in time. So this is the way that you could add charges to the hospital. So you could add as many as possible. Like as you can see here, we have different types of charges. You could edit it if maybe you're making a mistake somewhere. So that said, that is it as far as the hospital charges is concerned. Yeah, this works typically for it's typically for a newly created hospital or for an existing hospital that is just um, trying to like transition to this new system. So that said, um, you could always contact us if maybe you're facing any difficulty or you're missing anything that maybe we might have overlooked in the tutorial. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.